A Metro Atlanta woman says that she was so concerned by what she thought was a police impersonator on the highway that she called 911 to report it. But turns out that the man hauling mulch in his truck was actually a local police chief who Channel 2 investigative reporter Justin Gray has reported on before. And Justin with us then live along I-85 this evening. Justin.
Yeah, Justin, you can see how this would be confusing and scary. Somebody tries to block you in right on the highway. A man in dirty clothes telling you to stop your car. The woman in this case says that man never identified himself, never showed a badge.
Hey, stay in the car. Stay in the car.
This is the first police recording, body cam, of the interaction between Grantville Police and Karen Tatro.
County 911, operator 16, where's your emergency?
But turns out it all started much earlier.
I don't appreciate somebody trying to act like they're a police officer.
Karen Tatro had already called 911 to report what she says she thought was a police impersonator with road rage on I-85. This man driving this truck, mulch in the back.
He's in an old T-shirt and jeans, looking like somebody had been working the yard. There's mulch in his truck, and he just starts raging.
Tatro admits that during a traffic jam on I-85, she moved into the emergency lane to try to get off at the exit and get her sick 83-year-old mother to a bathroom.
This black truck, who is now in the far right lane, but not the emergency lane, does this maneuver and blocks me in.
This man who was in the truck, he is the Grantville Chief of Police, Steve Whitlock. Chief Whitlock and Grantville Police won't talk about the incident, saying it's an open case. But by the time a uniformed officer was on scene at the gas station, Whitlock had on his badge and talked to the officer about what happened.
I just told a road rage to get you killed this day and time.
Tatro says Whitlock was yelling, demanded she stop the car right there on the highway, and that she was so concerned about the behavior, she called 911.
It looked like road rage, to be honest with you.
Well, I understand your lights were on, and I know you introduced yourself.
I did.
Did this person ever identify themselves as a police officer?
They never identified themselves. They never
You're
came.
Positive.
100%.
This isn't the first controversy Channel 2 Action News has investigated with Chief Whitlock and Grantville Police. Not even the first relating to police impersonation. Last year, we told you how Chief Whitlock gave a police cruiser for an entire day to his pastor, a convicted felon, who was spotted blue lights on stopping traffic with a badge and a gun.
Where the man knows that he's not a police officer. At no time anybody ever was told that he was a police officer.
The problem is the public doesn't know. He looks like a police officer there.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yes, sir.
The problem this time, Karen Tatro says, Chief Whitlock did not look like a police officer.
He's the chief of police, and he was stopping you.
He didn't identify himself or anything else.
He didn't identify himself.
No.
At all.
No.
I think it's important that law enforcement be professionals.
Tatro's attorney, Jason Black, was a police officer himself for more than a decade and says he believes Whitlock's actions put the public, Whitlock himself, and even his wife, who was allegedly in the truck with the mulch that day, all at risk.
There's a reason why police officers radio those things in, so other police officers know where they're at, what car's being stopped, so if something does happen, they can get help to that police officer.
I'm at an age where I've certainly been around enough to see how police officers act, and I've never had anybody jump out of a vehicle and start raging at me.
And Tatro tells me she probably would have just accepted the ticket here and moved on, if not for how this was handled. Now she is determined to take it to a jury trial. Now, I did call Chief Whitlock on the phone. He told me because of that upcoming trial, he cannot and will not talk about what happened in this case. Reporting live along I-85, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, Justin, thank you.